Greetings Space Cadets and welcome back for another Minecraft survival episode. In today's episode we're going to be building our tower up to build limit. But first of all, it's a few updates. I have now updated all of these maps and you can see now they've got all the aquatic updates so you can see the bottom of the ocean. I've also made some extra paths in our around our base. So the original path that just came across here and across here, I've had an extra run here and another path that leads all the way down here, which is going to where we're going to build our tower. Now we're going to build this tower in two stages. Today we're going to build up to level 200 and we're going to build a house at level 200, and then in a later episode we'll take it all the way up to build limit. And in addition as well, in here I've made a to-do list because we had this blank wall that I couldn't really do anything with. So on here we can see the things that we're going to work on in, of course, season 1 here. So today we're going to work on our super tower part 1, and following up from that I'm going to place a well, we're not going to do as much of a nether hub, but we're going to link a portal all the way up to the top of the tower as well so we can get back and forth, but that's for another episode there. So we're going to head over to the construction site, which is just down here at the end of this path. So let's hop out of here. You'll see as well, just before we go, there's a light here. This light connects down to the dry kelp store downstairs, and when the system is full, that light will come on. At the minute I took a few stacks out earlier on just to put some fuel in, so that's busy replenishing that there. So let's get to the construction site. So here, coming into view, is our foundations for our tower, and we're going to be taking it all the way up. It's night time at the moment, so I think we'll sleep and then we'll get everything unloaded. You'll also see here as well, I've put some slime blocks down. This is where I've calculated there's going to be a little drop off ledge that we can land on, and hopefully we should land in one of these two blocks, but that's once we've finished it. I've actually this time done some proper diagrams, as you can see here. Well, I say proper, some sketches, but on squared paper, so I actually have an idea of what I'm going to build. But anyway, let's hop into the bed now that it's daytime. As I said, oh, you can see some zombies burning in the background there, and there's a tall bloke there. So what have we got here? We've got 3 chests. This chest here is stage 2, so we don't have to worry about that because that's going to be the one going up to build limit. We have a few odds and ends in here. We have dirt for construction materials and water that we're going to need straight away. We're not going to need more weapons, and we're not going to need those torches. We will take our food with us. But the main construction materials are all in here that we're going to need for the tower. Now, how far have I got that up so far? Yep, that's at the right height there, yep. So we're going to take out all the glass. Now, what I've done here is, as I've calculated how much we need, I have rounded it up to the nearest stack, just to make it a little bit easy for us. Now, is there anything else that we need before we start going up? We've got the 2 critical buckets of water. Oh, it's a sheep. I thought there was something behind us there. Just check around. Yep, there's no. It doesn't look like there's any enemies. Other materials like the bed and such, we'll take those up once we're actually up there. I'm also going to take these torches. See, I don't need the water straight away. Put those together. What we're going to do as well, ideally I wanted to use sea lanterns all the way up the tower, but because we only have a small amount until we can get our farms built out in the ocean, we're just going to put them at in the concreted areas of the tower. So let's get started on this then. This particular glass section, we're taking this all the way up to 195. So we've got a little dirt tower here just to get us up here, and we'll start building this tower. So here we are, night time is settling in here. We're getting quite high now. What's this, level 121, so it's not too far to go. Out there we can see the ocean monument with our little pathway going to it. Some of these lights here are from the canal. Anything else we can see? That's another ocean monument, that little light in the distance there. But from here, make sure I don't fall down the holes. I'm crouching continuously here. You can see across to our base, you get quite a nice view, so you can see some of the navigation towers in the distance. We are going to put some little tops on those later. That's our main tower. Our nether portal there, so you can see our farms and some more towers going off into the distance. And also you can see as well, I lit up this entire island the other day because I was getting mobbed by creatures when I was going to the chicken farm. So let's crack on. I think I've got these lights spaced correctly. Eventually, as I said, we will replace those with sea lanterns. Apart from the sea lanterns will be in the centre column, but we don't have the resources for that at the moment. But let's crack on and get this up to level 195. So there we go, everybody, we're now up to 195, so that's the end of the glass part of this section anyway, and now we're going to move on to putting our stone slabs and andesite down. But yeah, you get a brilliant view from up here just from this height, so you can see way across to the island. There's actually a village over there as well, just on that point there. Just where this tower is here is obscured by the clouds, but there's another village there. Can we see... No, just beyond there as well, there's another tower and another village that way. But yeah, this is coming on really nicely up here. It's a long way down. I think I've managed to get all the correct spacing for all of them. It certainly looks that way. We'll start to find out when we go back over there and maybe look at it from that bridge. But as well from up here as well, you can see all the little pathways that I put in the other day. Another awful bridge, but just a temporary bridge. We'll do something nice later on. But now let's get the next stage up. So we're going to put down some stones. Oops, wrong one. Oh, we didn't bring any tools with us either, did we? So we're going to start off. The transition is going to be with double sets of the slabs. Right, so that's that. And then a row of andesite. Now this one's going to be a little bit different because we're going to place some of them down. I hope that I've managed to bring just enough. There is still a couple left that I can still touch out with that ocean monument. So there we go there. And then on my diagram, yes, one more row of andesite. Right, now we need resources from down the bottom, so let's put in our first lot of water. Once this hits the bottom, I did put the soul sand in at the bottom, didn't I? Well, hopefully. We'll start to find out if these start to bubble up. Oh, that one won't. It's not a proper source block at the bottom. Shall we risk it? Because we do need to get down there. There you go, you see. These lot have become the right sort of blocks, but if I go down that, I will drown. Right, let's risk it. It's not too far to run back. Plus I could do with some tools from the base. Oh, are we going to hit it? Oh, just... Ah. Oh, that's right. We slept here, didn't we? Oh, well, that's handy. Oh, what level was I on? I can't remember. I think I might have been in the... Oh, no, I enchanted some tools, so I probably didn't have many levels there anyway. Right, so let's pop this lot on and we will get rid of that. Let's go and see if we can refresh that bottom source block. There we go, I think it just needed to be refreshed. Let's grab a sign. Put another sign there. And then swap that out. So next we're going to take all the blocks that we need to transport upstairs. We'll take that as well, and oh, we haven't got enough. Well, we'll make a couple of trips because we're gonna have to. I do have a chest here, don't I? Yes. Right, I think we're just gonna go for it. We're gonna try and place these as best I can. I put just one glass block down there just so that we can start off and get the right direction on our logs, because we don't have any tools with us if we make a mistake. It's no good, guys. We had to go back for some tools because it was going to get too complicated without it. So where were we up to on here? So let's see if we've got 1, 2, 3. Is that the right number out? So there's the first stage of the platform for the first level. I hope you can see sort of the design I'm going for here. I'm using the dark oak for the beams. We're going to put some half slabs in this space here, but as well I want to put a quick layer of steps around there as well. Yes, I brought the right ones with us. So we're going to place, hopefully these will place upside down. Yep, there we go. Ooh, how am I going to place that one there? Very carefully. That's how. Now we're going to put our oak floor in. We're just using half slabs for this one, and it'll be a hell of a lot safer up here once we get all this in place. So there we go, a hell of a lot safer up here now that we've got all these in. We've made a massive mistake. I've just seen here that I've taken this one 3 across when it should have been 2. Right, this is going to cause a lot of problems. I think we'll have to cut this section down, and then we'll run down the bottom and collect everything before it despawns, because I very much doubt we're going to be able to collect any of this as we cut it. Well, that was a minor catastrophe. We are going to light up this platform, because of course it will become a spawning platform for loads of mobs if we don't light it up. Right, let's get some more dirt blocks, and we will rebuild the section that we messed up. So put our dirt block in so that we can get the right orientation on our other blocks. Right, so that's a bit better now. I'm going to quickly whiz around, and I'm going to put our fences in place. I'm going to have some pillars going up to the next level, because we're putting a couple of floors in this. So next we're going to replicate our support, but on the next level up. So after narrowly avoiding falling off the edge there, let's just get rid of some of these blocks. We've now got the upper level complete. Right, let's get a shot of these construction blocks just for the moment. Nope, we haven't got any glass on us. We will extend the tower a little bit higher with the glass. One of these days I'll put it actually into a usable inventory slot even. And there we go, and that will stop the water from flowing out, and we need of course the 3 blocks so that we can get out when it comes up to our level. Oh, we haven't got the blocks in there yet. We'll do the water last. Let's pop that one up there. So next, let's put the next floor in. Doing it from downstairs this time. You notice I'm going to leave these 3 blocks here empty. There's no point in putting those in because we just have to take them out, because that's where our portal's going to be on the upper level. Okay everybody, we've now got a few more resources. We've had to go back and collect a few things because we lost loads of our gear in that creeper explosion. So now we're going to build some little steps going up to the other level. So let's see. If we loop that around there, and then pop some steps here, and some upside down steps there apparently. And that will take us up to this level. And next we're going to build our glass a little bit higher. Yeah, 4 high for this side. So next, the sun is now going down, so let's try and get the walls up here and we'll get a little bit more light. In fact, just in case something goes wrong, let's just pop some lights on the floor, just whilst we're working. Right, next we're going to start putting the walls in here. So we're just using wool for that. Okay, so we've got another section of this built now. So we've got the walls, and see out here we have a little platform, and this is eventually going to be our landing or taking off platform when we eventually get to the end, and then we can actually start flying around the area. At the minute though, this drop off will just land us straight on the slime blocks down there. In fact, let's test it. See if we get wiped out this time. Ooh. Every time. How does our stuff get spread out so far? I think that's everything. Right, let's head back up the tower and continue building. Okay, so we're almost ready to put the roof on. I've started putting a few blocks there just so I can get the spacing. Next up though, I'm just going to put a little bit of a topper on here. Just so we can get the spacing for because obviously the next section will take it all the way up to build limit. So there we go, we've got the small cap on there. I've left those gaps there because I need to put the lanterns in there. I don't think, no, I didn't have them in my, didn't have them in my inventory at the time. So let's hop down here because we might as well, once we get close, we'll be able to put those in. Tell you what, let's put the obsidian down as well whilst we're at it. We don't need any of those for the minute. We'll just leave the water up there. And we'll get those lanterns. Now I'm hoping that we have enough of these stairs. I really don't think we do. I think that creeper may have destroyed a good chunk of them. But, never mind, we'll just pop this obsidian down first. So eventually that is going to become our other portal, but we're not going to light that up yet because we're going to have to actually connect it up properly so that it doesn't interfere with that one down there. But that's another day's one. Let's hop up here and let's start with the difficult part of the roof. So there we go, that is our roof complete. Had a little jump cut there because we had to go back. We didn't have hardly any of the equipment that we had as the creeper had blown up all of our resources, so I had to go back and do some more harvesting. You can just see everywhere just drawing in there as I've just reloaded the game. Get a lovely view from up here so you can see all of our base and the hundreds and hundreds of torches that light up our area. But you see for the, we've got our we have our 2 levels complete, so we have our little balcony there where we can jump off and hopefully hit the slime blocks. And for the roof, I didn't just do the straight up roof. When it got to the end, I just flattened it down slightly, so I think it has a little bit more better contrast, I think, and you can just see where our portal is going to be in the middle there. And that's the tower there, ready to shoot off to build limit, which is not far off because we're at 210 just here. Let's hop away closer to our base, maybe over that bridge there, and see what it looks like from a distance. So we're going to hop onto here, tidy up our mess, and hopefully we will hit the slime. Oh, just. Of course, if you hold the jump button as well, when you hit, you don't bounce up miles in the sky. So let's just pick up all of our bits here. So there we go, we can see there our tower standing there at the 200 limit. Let's hop back a little bit further and see what it looks like from one of the bridges. Okay, so stepping back now to our one of our little bridges across next to our main base, and you can hear a drown somewhere straight below us there. But you can still see the structure though at the top there. Do I have another sword with me? Right, let's sort him out. So there we go. You can just see the, I do like that the way the roof just sort of curves off nicely at the top there. But next up, so we've seen it from a distance here. Let's see what it looks like from the tower, at our current tower at our main base. So here we are in our main tower above our base, and yeah, this is going to be an awesome structure that we can see in the distance there. Same again, you can see the nice curve of the roof there, just in the distance. And next of all, let's actually have a look inside of the tower and have a look at the interior quickly. Okay, so we're back at the bottom now. Now we're going to ride the water elevator up and have a look inside. I had hoped when I made this out of glass that you would be able to see the land around you as you flew up, but unfortunately in the water you don't get to see any more than just a few blocks in front of you, even with a conduit. So here we are, so we've let ourselves out on the first floor, so you can see everything in the distance there. I've just put a bed on this level, a little box there next to the bed so we can put anything that we want in it. There's should be, fingers crossed, plenty of lighting on here. There's some lighting in the centre as well. Now if we go up another level, so I've got the crafting bench and another chest, and here is where we're going to have our portal. So we'll link that up in the next episode. I had a little bit of bother when I was building the roof, so I had to cut it because I'd accidentally built this wall here slightly, well, one further out than what it needed to be from my original calculations. But moving on, let's see, out here we have, this is where we're going to be able to land and take off when we eventually go to the end and get our wings. I don't know how long that's going to be off because we need a lot of resources and a lot of levels to enchant a lot of gear first. But at the minute, this past couple of weeks, the amount of times that we've died in our constructions has been absolutely phenomenal. But let's take a close look at this so you can see across the roof there. Plenty of light on here as well, just so it's got a nice little landing platform, like landing lights. And straight down there as well, of course, you can see the slime blocks that hopefully we'll hit when we jump out. We've missed it about 3 times now. I might have to make it an extra block bigger, but we'll do that another day. Let's have another scan around here. So as I say, that's going to be our portal. And if we come up here, there is another set of steps. This has a door. I've used the spruce door and the pressure plates there just to make everything blend in. Here's the next level of the supports that are going to go up to build limit. So let's have a close look at the roof at what I've done. So we've got the steps going up here, and then we've ran it into half slabs up at the top here. And that's what just nicely caps off the roof, so it doesn't look like a pointy roof. Sort of like roof that you would get. You see an example of like a standard pointy roof. It works over there in that building, but I don't think it would work. I quite like this being having a more rounded sort of look to it. You know what, this sort of thing, I don't know if any of you guys watched Deep Space Nine, sorry, it was Star Trek Voyager. There was an episode where they had a tether that went up into space, and when I built this world in a creative world, I had, and I've got the rest of the tower built all the way to the top. It looks like this little box here is travelling up and down it, so it could be like an orbital tether. I don't think they would make that out of wood though. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed that. We are going to finish the build in a later episode. And the next episode we're going to be discussing linking nether portals, because I've never been too happy with some of the other YouTube videos. So I'm going to do my own, and hopefully as well, because I don't know if it is just because it could be with issues with our Bedrock edition. But anyway, we'll cover that in the next episode. So I hope you all enjoyed that, so don't forget to rate, comment, favourite and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.